Hi, welcome to another edition of the Mario and Dennis Show. I'm Mario, and joining us today is Addie. She's back.
I'm back.
A sucker for punishment, you are.
I am.
So, Harrison Ford is still recovering from his emergency landing of his World War II plane on the Venice golf course Thursday. The plane's engine experienced problems shortly after takeoff on March 5th, forcing Ford to land the aircraft on an open patch of grass on the Penmar golf course. The injuries sustained are not life-threatening, and he is expected to make a full recovery. Soon he'll be back to finish shooting the Star Wars movie with 110-year-old Carrie Fisher. She looks dead.
Poor Carrie Fisher. The 45-year-old Oscar-winning actress, Cate Blanchett, is now a mother of 4. She and her husband, playwright and director Andrew Upton, have adopted a baby girl. The new baby girl, Edith Vivian Patricia Upton, will be welcomed by her 3 older brothers, Dash, 13, Roman, 10, and Ignatius, 6.
4 kids.
I know. Jeez.
6 more. Her and Angelina Jolie could have their own village.
I know.
Well, congratulations to Chris O'Donnell for receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame last week. O'Donnell had an extensive film career before NCIS Los Angeles premiered in 2009. Best remembered for portraying Robin in 1995's top-grossing film Batman Forever, and the reprising role 2 years later in Batman and Robin. Now, O'Donnell made his film debut by playing the rebellious son of a debt-ridden widowed housewife, Jessica Lange, in the 1990 comedy drama Men Don't Leave. His other movie credits include The Chamber, The Three Musketeers, Fried Green Tomatoes, Cookie's Fortune, and Kinsey. He's come a long way.
I know he has. He really has, yes. Luke Wilson says his former assistant, Charles Lodi, took advantage of his position to make unauthorized purchases on his credit cards amounting to $90,000, as well as robbing him with more than $75,000 in personal property. According to a lawsuit filed in California on Thursday, the actor's production company hired Lodi in 2011 to run various errands, and he was rewarded with compensation as well as living free of charge in housing provided by Wilson. Gee.
Wow, what a gig. Wish I had that.
I know. My goodness, can you imagine?
I know what it's like to have people take money from you in credit cards. Dame Judi Dench. I didn't realize this, poor thing. So Dame Judi Dench revealed in 2012 that she was diagnosed with a condition that affects her vision. The 80-year-old, she looks great for 80.
She does.
The 80-year-old actress may go blind one day due to macular degeneration. She opened up about her impaired eyesight in a new issue of People. Now, Judy's mother also battled MD, so she is encouraging her own daughter, actress Fenty Williams, to get her eyes examined as well, just as a precaution.
Right.
Well, I mean, she thinks it was her daughter. Her vision is so bad she could have been talking to a mannequin at Harrods department store. Just like, why won't you answer me?
11-year-old Liam Scholes was excluded from celebrations and photographs at Sale High School in Manchester, one of many British schools inviting children to come dressed as characters from books. After he turned up as Christian Grey, he wore a gray suit, white and gray tie. He had an eye mask and 2 small cable ties in his pocket as props. The school told her son his outfit was offensive. According to his mother, the school told him he had to be James Bond, who is actually a man whore and killer.
Wow, that was a nice costume.
I know.
Excuse me.
To say the
So, I don't know if you've seen these the videos of some of the releases, but British celeb Katie Hopkins, who really is not pretty, is making quite the scene. She is actually going on a rant about Kelly Clarkson's weight, accusing her of eating her backup singers.
That's awful. That's terrible.
Whatever works. So Clarkson is not bothered by her comments and is taking everything in stride. Her main focus? Her new family and screw Katie. Katie is actually the most hated woman in Britain. Yeah, and she's been going on. She really has a problem with heavyweight people.
Yeah, that's sad.
And she's very cruel when she does. Yeah. Well, she's English too. That was
right. They can be a little crude, I guess, sometimes.
Yeah, just a little.
Story Spelling was rushed to... I'm sorry, did I say story?
But it is a story.
It is a story. Tori Spelling was rushed to the hospital by husband Dean McDermott this last week for an unknown illness. However, inside sources are telling Naughty Gossip that the cause is Dean himself. Word is Dean causes Tori so much stress, whether it is over their money, marriage, or children. Spelling is always in the hospital. Last time she was in there for an Ebola symptoms.
Yeah. She's been there at least 3 times within the, I would say, a short time frame. Yeah, she needs to eat. She's a little skinny.
I know.
So Kim Kardashian took over Paris Fashion Week with her new platinum blonde look. Kanye was reportedly furious that fans and observers are comparing her to Draco Malfoy, a character from Harry Potter, because they both share the same hairstyle now. Kanye wants people to respect Kim because she's an icon.
Oh, ooh.
Yep.
Is that what you call it, huh?
That's what you call it.
Jared Leto. Let's talk about Jared Leto. He's sporting a freshly bleached hairdo. Leto wore his recently shorn enlightened mane to the Balmain runway presentation at Paris Fashion Week.
Yes.
Actor completed his Karl
Lagerfeld-esque
look with aviators, a turtleneck, and a blazer as he gave a stoic stare for the paparazzi. He's also preparing to play the Joker in Suicide Squad, which explains the short hair and clean shave.
He looks so different. He does.
He does.
Very different. So. Oh, look!
Legendary comedian Cal Burnett graced the small screen last week when she appeared on Glee as Sue Sylvester's mom, played by Jane Lynch. This isn't the first time Burnett has appeared on Glee. In this clip, Lynch and Burnett sing the trolley song. Let's watch.
With my high starched collar and my high top shoes and my hair piled high upon my head, I went to lose a jolly hour on the trolley and lost my heart instead.
With his light brown derby and his bright green tie, he was quite the handsomest of men. I started to yen,
So I counted to 10,
then I counted to 10 again. Clang, clang, clang with the trolley.
ding, ding, ding went the bell.
Zing, zing, zing with my heartstrings. From the moment I saw him, I fell.
Chug, chug, chug went the motor.
Bump, bump, bump went the brake. Thump, thump, thump went my heartstrings. When he smiled, I could feel the car shake.
Wasn't that a great video?
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was really good.
Yep. Judy Garland, Cal Burnett,
Yeah.
and a few other. I just saw another one too, and it wasn't either one of them. They sang the same song. It's all on YouTube if anybody wants to watch.
Yeah.
So, anyways, last week we talked about Leonardo DiCaprio and Rihanna's relationship. Well, he is pissed that photos of him and Rihanna have surfaced the internet. According to sources, he's extremely private about his personal life, and the Gossip Table reports that DiCaprio has begun an investigation to find out who snapped the photo of Rhee's birthday party, at Rhee's birthday party. Now, I'm not sure if he's upset because someone leaked the photos of him and Rhee, or that he looks like Fidel Castro in the photograph. Have you seen the?
I didn't see that. No. Been a
Ju-
little busy
he's a
last
cigar
week.
away. Yeah, sorry. He's a cigar away from Fidel Castro. He doesn't look good.
Jeez. Nick Gordon has been going through an emotional, taxing time, giving the medical state of his longtime love, foster sister, Bobby Christina Brown. And now he's getting treatment for drug addiction and suicidal tendencies in a rehabilitation facility. According to TMZ, Gordon met with Dr. Phil for an intervention last week that's slated to air this week. Nick's mother, Michelle, told Dr. Phil that her son's life hangs in the balance. And earlier this week, Gordon expressed an interest in killing himself.
Do it.
No.
Well, do it.
No.
When does Dr. Phil start getting involved
I
with
love
this
Dr.
stuff?
Phil.
Oh, I don't. I could,
I'm sorry. I know some people don't, but
I just don't like him. He's all right. I'm going to
I
be a
love
life
him.
coach.
No,
Take the pills.
he says some nice things sometimes.
Yeah, he does. So, he's conquered both the television and movies, and now Bruce Willis is preparing for his first role in the world of Broadway. The die-hard icon will star in a stage adaptation of the Stephen King classic Misery. Do you remember Misery?
Yeah,
That was
good
incredible.
movie.
He's taking the role of Sheldon, the author who crashes his car, only to be rescued by an obsessed fan named Annie Wilkes, who was crazy, played by Elizabeth Marvel. And originally the roles were, I believe, Paul Newman and Kathy Bates. Was it Paul Newman? Or
No.
Robert Redford.
No.
Who was it that played? Well, we know it was Kathy Bates.
Yes, it was Kathy Bates. Oh, James Caan.
Oh, that's it.
James
yes,
Caan.
yes, James Caan.
Yes. Great movie, though.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Lady Gaga had a security issue while out and about in Paris, France last week. Gaga exited her hotel during Paris. Oh my goodness, that is so
I
like,
can't say it either.
Geez, Fashion Week. It's like a
Paris
tongue
Fashion
twister. When an overzealous fan got a little too close and wound up in what some news outlets are calling a chokehold, courtesy of one of Mother Monster's beefy bodyguards. And it looks like Gaga isn't the only celebrity being hounded in the City of Lights this week. Kendall Jenner was mobbed as she left a fashion show, and Robert Pattinson was slammed for dissing an autograph seeker.
You know, Dennis and I talk about this all the time. You never, ever blow off your fans.
Yes,
Without
absolutely.
your fans, you have nothing.
Absolutely.
You know, it was the same thing. I can't remember her name now, but there was a singer who was getting tired. Oh, it was the one with the ball, swinging on the ball.
Oh, Miley Cyrus.
Yes, she was upset because she was tired of hearing DJs replay her music. Well, how else are you going to get the music out there, stupid?
Right,
like, you know.
right,
So
right.
the same thing with this guy Patterson. I mean, you know, sign an autograph. Don't be stupid.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
So, Spotify. You've heard of Spotify? Download
haven't.
music?
No, I haven't
All
heard
right.
Spotify.
Well, Spotify compiled a list of the most streamed female artists on the music site. Rihanna reigns supreme as a favorite female artist among all Spotify listeners worldwide. She is the most streamed woman for the third year, which is great. Third year in a row.
Wow.
Her Eminem collaboration, The Monster, from
Love
last year has been streamed over 200 million times on Spotify, leaving Katy Perry, Beyonce, Lana Del Rey, and Lady Gaga next up on the list. But this is no surprise. Beyonce was the female artist most listened by women, thanks to her feminist anthems like Run the World, Girls, and Single Ladies. Put a ring on it. The entire list can actually be seen on our Facebook page. Taylor Swift is not part of that because she actually pulled all of her music off Spotify because she is a big opponent of buying the material, like CDs.
Right, right.
Although it said albums, but I don't even know if she knows what that means.
Right.
But CDs. So she actually pulled off Spotify. So,
All right.
and if she was on there, I'm sure she'd be up there with the other two.
Right, yeah. In the latest twist in Serena non-traditional distribution plan, the drama starring Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper is available to rent on Google Play, iTunes, and Amazon Instant Video 3 weeks before its theatrical release. The movie will cost between $9.99 and $10.99, which is steep compared to the typical $6 charge for digital rental, but it is also rare for a movie to be available on streaming services before hitting theaters. The exception to the norm was The Interview because of all the controversy.
Right.
Some movies are okay for small screen. I
Right,
guess.
some are okay. That movie for me, I mean, so, you know, you have to look at like the Star Wars movie that's coming out. You look at the Harry Potter movies and all those movies. Those are like big screen. Like you have to get the full effect by going to a
Right.
movie theater, right? In
True.
IMAX.
That's true.
But Serena,
IMAX
story
amazing.
about a husband and wife and the lumberjack and their tree cutting business. I mean, that I can watch in a
Right.
19-inch.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind actually paying $9.99 with 2 or 3 of us because you're saving so much money.
Right.
Movies are so expensive.
They are.
And this is sort of a whole new way of distributing these films.
Right.
So it's going to be pretty interesting. It might be the next best thing. Who knows? And speaking of Jennifer Lawrence, she has been cast in Steven Spielberg's new movie, It's What I Do, a photographer's life of love and war, memoir by Lindsay Adaro. Lawrence is currently shooting David O. Russell's Joy, which is set for Christmas, released by Fox. She'll be seen next in Lionsgate The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 in November. She is probably one of Hollywood's busiest actors.
Oh yes, absolutely, and I can't wait for Mockingbird 2.
Me too. Can't wait either. I did read that Mockingjay 1, although it did a really great release. It didn't bring in as much money as they had hoped.
Right.
But I think that's the same thing with Twilight, because they had a 1 and 2. I mean, they had a 1, 2, 3, 4, but they had like one storyline cut in half.
Right.
I think the first half wasn't that great, but the second half was
I think
really
Harry
good.
Potter did that too, with
Harry Potter
like
did
their
too.
last story
I
or
think
something.
they did too as well. So, and the last one's always the best.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will be good.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them. I'm really waiting for this one because this one will sum it all up.
Yeah, well.
So anyway, Kevin Federline was at his DJ gig on Saturday when the former Mr. Britney Spears opened his set with the pop star's first single hit, Baby One More Time, spinning at Heat nightclub in Orange County, where he was paid $1,000. Next, he hopes to take his talents international. He said all he wants to do is play music and give people good vibes. If you recall, Spears filed for divorce less than 2 months after their second child was born in 2006.
Right, and then right before that, and right after that, she went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely
But
lost
she did. She's a nutbag, but she's back.
She is, and
Which
it's
is
good to see her back. I don't find her as talented as some, but you know.
Yeah, you know, you're right. I mean, she can sing,
Yeah.
but can she sing phenomenally? No. No. But that's okay. So, Toy Story 4.
Can't wait.
Isn't that exciting? I'm so excited. Is scheduled to release in 2017. But recent comments from Pixar president Jim Morris suggest we're in for a different take from the original storylines. Morris said that the franchise is headed in a new direction and will not be a continuation of the massively successful third installment, which grossed over $1 billion worldwide and was nominated for a Best Picture Oscar. God forbid should we want to do the same exact thing, right? No, we don't want to make that mistake again. So he also added that the film will not put much emphasis on the relationship between toys and children, or adults and their toys, and I know a few of those. You know what I mean? But I did hear that it was some sort of like a romantic, you know, thing. So it should be
interesting to see.
Alrighty, so you made it again.
I did.
In case fans are concerned, Dennis is alive.
Yes, he is.
And if you see the photo that we're about to show, he's actually in the Himalayas, and behind him is his stalker. Hopefully he'll be back soon. If not, I don't mind if Addie stays with us a few more weeks, maybe a lifetime. Who knows? But anyway, so that wraps up another edition of the Mario and Dennis, aka Addie, show. Big thanks to Addie for filling in for Dennis while he's trying to cross back into the US borders. So we now close with one of many Sharon Osbourne's funniest moments on The X Factor. My name is Mario.
And my name is Addie.
Have a great night.
Good night.
Hostess by Busted.
Right, good luck.
Hey hostess, I like the way you dress. You know I hate to fly, but I feel much better. Occupy my mind, letting you a love letter that messed my pants when we flew over.
You messed your pants. That's quite fabulous. You messed your pants. It's a yes from me.
Thank you.
I love this job so much. I really do. Oh, God.
I can't believe it.